Okay. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? All right. So, journey to 10K, day one. As promised, I told you guys I was going to give you guys daily, if not daily, every second day, step-by-step process of the journey to $10,000 a month, which is going to be essentially 10 clients priced at $1,000 per month on retainer. And I've planned this whole thing out meticulously, and we're gonna go step by step daily, just to inform you guys. Reasons why I'm doing this, again, just to inform you guys. Number one, to keep myself accountable, to hold myself accountable, to make sure that I am reporting every day. The law of teaching to learn twice, right? If you teach, you learn twice. And of course, to inspire, to motivate someone else who's been thinking about commencing the journey of financial independence, right? So day one, today we're going to talk about what I'm doing for a living. So what exactly that I will be doing for a living, and what my daily routine and how much time that I have in my day, right? So currently what I do for a living, you guys see, I got the kit on. I'm working at a plastic factory, right? A foam or styrofoam factory, if you want to be more concise. And a lot of people are going to say, well, why the fuck are you working at a plastic factory? Like, why are you working in this factory? Like, surely you could have had better, there could have been better places for you to work at, right? There's better places for you to work at. I'm working in a plastic factory. I'm melting foam for $29. I think it's like $29.05 an hour, or 28. Oh, sorry, after tax, $28.07 an hour, right? It is considered a a labor job, factory job. And so the reason why I chose this job, right? So people wondering, why the hell did you choose this job? Why are you choosing this job? Or why don't you go work something else? Like, you could be working in a gym, you could be working in a restaurant, you could be, well, not restaurant, but you could be doing something else in an office job or sales job. Is because before this job, I actually realized the value of listening. I actually feel that listening to podcasts and learning from podcasts is probably one of the most underrated things when becoming an entrepreneur, right? I feel like it's one of the most underrated things. So before I had this job, I was at home and I was waking up every day, and I just used to have my headphones in, and I would just start listening to podcasts. I would start listening to podcasts, and then as I'm listening, I might pause, write notes on my phone, right? Pause, write notes on my phone. So when I went to employment, when I was looking for a new job, when I became homeless, I couldn't afford to pay rent. Earlier this couple months ago, I couldn't afford to pay rent anymore. So I was homeless for a minute. I was sleeping in my car for a minute. And when I was looking for a job, I was like, I only want to work in a place where I can have my headphones in, right? I only want to work in a place where I can have my headphones in. So there was a couple sales jobs. There was a couple sales jobs. There was a couple, fitness jobs, like working as a gym, at customer service, working in the gym, I was looking at also working at what am I trying to say? A nutrition store, nutrition shop, right? These are much better environments, bro. Like, these are much better environments than working in a place where you got to melt plastic, bro. You got to see me. I'll show you guys my kit one day, but I'm wearing like this whole hazardous like face mask, like trying not to get the fumes. I get shit in my hair. I have to blow dry shit out of my hair. It's a pretty full-on factory, but I love it because I can have my headphones in 24/7, right? As long as I'm there, as long as I clock in and as long as I clock out, I can have my headphones in. So for me, I'm looking at it, right? I've just changed. It's just a perspective thing for me. I'm looking at it as I get paid to learn, right? Because as I'm there, I'm being conscious of the time that I have on the clock, and I'm being conscious with what I'm doing with the time that I have, right? People are there at work. You know, some people are daydreaming, some people are doing whatever they're doing. I'm not really, you know, I'm not here to make friends with anyone. I'm not really, so I don't really come to work to socialize. Of course, you know, I come to work and I have a good mood, etc., etc. I try to stay happy and stay positive, but I'm not really here to make friends with anyone. I'm not hanging out with anyone. I'm not looking for any relationships with people at this place. It's just, I feel like these people have committed to this job. I feel like this job is, you know, it's kind of, I mean, it's kind of scary. You know, there's people here who've been working here for like 2-3 years. There's people here who are prepared to work here for the next 4, 5, 10 years, right? I guess they don't really have a plan. And I mean, that's them, that's on them. But to me, I felt like it was the perfect opportunity, because that was part of my negotiation thing that I said, when I get some full-time employment, I said I was going to work in a place where I only wanted to work in a place where I could have headphones in, right? These headphones are my lifesaver, bro. Where I'm just, you know, there's so much content on Spotify. There's so much content on YouTube. I don't even really listen to music anymore, unless when I'm in the gym. But I spend any minute that I can just downloading information on these podcasts. There's so many gems, so many nuggets. And I mean, this is what I would do anyway. I mean, this is what I would do if I was in the house anyway. Let's just say I was financially free and I was living at home and I was being able to do whatever I wanted. I would be consuming these podcasts anyway, because I feel like these things are just, they're so pivotal for self-development and self-growth and business knowledge and education and things of that nature. So, and the other thing is, I love the time, right? I love the timing of this job. So 5 a.m. start to about 1:30 p.m. and that's every day, you know, with the option of overtime on the weekends. And I love the time, because it's just so congruent with the lifestyle that I want to live as an entrepreneur. You know, I believe that I'm gonna have to wake up early. I'm gonna be having to wake up anywhere from, you know, 3:30 to 4:30, start my day off, hit the gym, come in, you know, start my day off early before everyone else, have my food, have everything ready. As I'm doing my fitness as well. I'm doing my fitness lifestyle. I'm doing my gym lifestyle. So I'm getting in my 3,300 calories per day. I'm on the lean muscle gain. I'm on a fitness journey as well. So I'm not just on this financially free journey. I'm on a fitness journey as well. So I'm kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. And it's amazing because we have a fridge at work. We have a store at work. So I've already packed up the fridge. I'm the only person at work who uses the fridge. Everyone else is like doing Uber Eats and like ordering KFC and ordering Domino's and all this extra shit. Here I am, I'm prepping my meals. I'm getting my calories in. I'm getting my 3 meals a day that I need to get. So they already know. They're like, man, this motherfucker disciplined. You know, this dude is disciplined, bro. He's coming in and I'm hitting the gym before work on most days. And on day like today, I hit the gym before work and I'm about to hit the gym again after work. So again, at the gym, I've got my headphones in. It's more time for me to use to update my knowledge, plan things out, and really schedule, right, and put into action the steps of how I'm gonna make this happen. So that's the thing. I love the time structure of this job, and I also love the opportunity to work with my headphones in, because that was one of the things when I was looking for a job. I said, well, if I told the guy, he said, you know, you can start next week. And I said, look, man, can I have my headphones in? And he was like, oh yeah, you know, we can. And I said, look, man, it's a deal breaker for me. If I cannot have my headphones in, I'm gonna look elsewhere. And he was like, all right, you know what, if you start next week, you can work on that machine there, you can have your headphones in. And you know, and that's what I told him. I said, look, I was straight up. I said, look, I'm not here to socialize with any of these motherfuckers for real. I just want to come here, put my head down, and I didn't really want to tell him my plan. You know, you don't really want to go to a job and start telling them too much of what you want to do, because, you know, because it is temporary. I mean, this shit is temporary for me, right? I don't have any plans of being permanent with these dudes. You know, this is gonna be, I mean, couple months, year, however long it's gonna take for me to be financially independent. But I don't really have any plans of, I'm not thinking any long-term plan. This is all temporary for me, right? This is all temporary for me. But of course, you never want to go into a job and say that. You never want to say, hey, this is temporary. Because they may not give you that position. So yeah, but I was very vocal. I told the guy, I said, look, I just want to come in. I want to have my headphones in. Of course, I'm a cool guy. I'm a nice guy. And you know, I'm just leveraging the situation of the job. You know, that's the good thing about working these factory jobs. You know, they're not really worried about you know, coming in and fucking having to be this two-faced. You know how it is at work, bro. You know, you guys know what I'm talking about. You got to come into work, you got to be friendly with everyone, you got to smile, you got to act like you talk to people. This is why I hate a fucking job, bro. This is why I will never subscribe. And I gotta get up out of here, right? I gotta get up out of a 9-to-5. I don't know how people do it, right? I don't know how people come to a 9-to-5 every day. You gotta be fake. You gotta pretend that you gotta talk to people you don't even want to talk to. I understand if you're working in an environment to get an opportunity for something. I get that. If that's what you're doing, cool. But the people who've just subscribed to this whole, okay, I'm gonna stay at this job for 5-10 years. I'm gonna come in, pretend to smile and pretend to like the people that I clearly don't like, clearly that I have no interest in building relationships with people. Getting paid crumbs is beyond me, and I have a lot of respect for you people who do that shit. I actually have respect for you because at least you're doing it the right way. You know, previously, a couple years back, I've been self-employed for damn near 7 years prior to this. But of course, you know, I wasn't doing it the right way. You know, I was a trap star. You know, I was a trap star. You know what I'm saying? I was a trap star, baby. I was getting it in. And, you know, that's when I hit the stage at coming to 30 years old. I was like, look, man, this trap shit, like, not all money is good money. You know what I'm saying? Like, this drug dealing money, it's not all the best money. Because do I really want to go into a life in my 30s and having kids still doing that kind of stuff, right? Do I still want to be trapping, moving, you know, flipping at 30, going to 31 years old? Is that kind of the lifestyle that I really want to be living? That's not the lifestyle that I want to be living. You know, and at the end of the day, I look at myself as a hustler. So, you know, if I could do it there, you know, if I could ball out, I was balling out, you know, thousands of dollars a month, you know, taking flights, taking trips, buying a whole bunch of stupid shit, buying Benzes and shit. You know, I did all that. So if I was able to hustle in that field, then why the hell wouldn't I be able to hustle in this field and get it the right way in this field? You see what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, if you're a hustler, you're a hustler. You can make it happen regardless. And the good thing about doing it legitimately is it's exponential, right? There's no limit. There's no cutoff to this. Like, you can in the game, selling weed, selling cocaine, there's only a limit that you can go, right? Until shit's hot. Like, you get to a limit, it's like, all right, cool, you're making 20K a month now, boom, shit's hot right now, right? People are looking for you, the feds trying to investigate all types of problems that you really don't want. And it's just like, bro, that money's not even worth it at the end of the day, right? You get that money, it's like, man, this money coming with too much problems, too many headaches. I gotta wash my back at night. It's hard for me to sleep at night. Fuck that, you know what I mean? I'd just rather be broke. I'd rather start from zero, start from the ground up. And if you're a real hustler, you're gonna get it regardless. So I'm just explaining to you the means of income that I'll be doing on this road, on this journey to 10K a month, starting an agency. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing. I'll be melting plastic. You know, very, very humble income, very, very humble from my trap days. Very, very humble beginnings from my trap days. You know, when I was making bands, I was making all types of bands a week. But hey, it is what it is, man. We gonna get back up there, but we're gonna do it the right way. So day 1, I'm gonna update you guys on day 2 what the progress is. Stay tuned. Peace.